winners and losers of Summer League.
Honestly, I didn't really know what I was doing on the court tonight.
I want to get this video out now because we saw a lot of star draft picks get injured, and I'm not sure any of these guys are going to be returning for the remainder of Summer League. So, as of date, we're going to be talking about the biggest winners and losers from the Summer League debuts or the few games they have played. And the first guy that really stood out to me is Jaime Jaquez Jr. I don't watch any college basketball at all, really, outside of the Final Four or March Madness, occasionally. So I don't really know what his projection was coming out of UCLA, but he was the 18th pick overall, and he's played one game so far. And if there was one word I could use to describe his game, it would be dominant. He looks so composed on the court. And being a Lakers fan, seeing our first Summer League game being dominated by a guy that we could have picked up in the draft, that really hurt. This guy is a true three-level scorer. He has a great mid-range game, and you see him, he can get to his spot with ease. And I'm going to show you a play that was an absolute chef's kiss. You can see him being guarded by Max Christie. He gets into the paint, into the elbow, into that jumper, and it's just pure butter. That's a shot you're going to get a lot because you're an uber athletic guy who can finish at the rim. So a lot of defenders are going to lay off you and wait deep into the paint for you, but he can just rise up and shoot it, and his stroke looks so beautiful. It's a confident shot, and it's going in. He shot 45% from three as well, all while looking like the best player on the court. The Heat definitely got themselves a steal with this pick. And the next guy I'm going to talk about is also a Heat player, Nikola Jovic, and man, he is a dog. He was the 27th pick out of the 2022 draft. It looks like he got barely any minutes last season. It looks like he got put in at the very end of some playoff games just so that he got on the court. Not really sure why that is. Maybe you Heat fans can let me know why, because he scored 21, 22, and 14 in his three Summer League games, and he's shooting 45% from three. That sounds like something you guys need. He's a 6'11 forward, and he can play with his back to the basket and get buckets in the paint, and he can shoot it from outside. He seems very versatile, and I love seeing him get some more minutes in this upcoming NBA season. So this pick, I'm definitely giving a W. And the next guy is Victor Wembanyama, the French phenom, the number one pick in this year's draft, and his first game was absolutely horrendous. I covered it in my last video. Feel free to give that a watch. Victor had two problems. First was the dribbling. His dribbling is just way too high. And the second one is passiveness. He just did not look very confident on the court. You can see it when his shot wasn't falling, when he stopped rolling to the basket after screens. He looked like he was kind of hiding on offense. And we weren't really sure whether it was him and his nerves, or maybe the coaching staff told him, hey, take it really easy, don't do too much, try not to get hurt. So we didn't really see a lot of his offensive game outside of a lot of bricks. But in the second game, you can see that he really turned it up a notch. He dropped 27 points and played amazing. He went 7 of 12 from the free throw line, so he could have ended up really with over 30 points if he had shot it a little bit better. But the one thing that stayed constant between both these games was his defensive impact. He's going to be a great rim protector in this league no matter what. So I'm going to show you these two clips, one of his first game, one of the second game, and you tell me what you see differently. His first game on the left, he smokes a wide open dunk because he is not playing to his size. He's playing like a timid 6'2" guard instead of a 7'4" paint beast. If you're lacking in size and strength, you need to make up for it with tenacity. You need to play with confidence. And in the second game, we saw Victor play with confidence. So even though the first game was a massive L, overall, I'm going to give Victor a W because last night he made up for it. Now, someone who has not been able to bounce back is Brandon Miller. He's the second pick in the draft to the Hornets, and he's been atrocious. He's been dookie water. At this point, we have a four-game sample size, and he's shooting a combined total of 33% from the field, and nothing is falling. But he just keeps shooting it, and the bricks look worse and worse and worse every time. In these four games, at one point, he was shooting 26%. My bad, guys. I'm reading the stats as I'm recording this, and some of these numbers just look insane. Like, he went 2 for 26 from three so far. Like, that's awful. And you're taking 10 threes in some of these games. That doesn't make any sense. You have more fouls than points, 8 fouls, 6 points. You have 24 combined turnovers. And at this point, like, I remind you guys, I do not watch college basketball. All I know Brandon Miller for is a whole little incident thing that I'm not really going to go too deep into. But let me know, what is he good at? I don't watch college ball, so maybe I'm missing something here. But when I see him on the court, I cannot tell you what Brandon Miller is good at and how he's going to help LaMelo Ball and the Hornets make it to the playoffs. And I remember during the draft or right after the draft, you see all the Hornets fans saying, "Oh, why'd you pick this guy? We want to scoot. We want to scoot." And seemed like it was a 50-50 divide. Some guys were like, "Oh, Brandon's gonna be that guy. You guys are dumb. He's a perfect fit." And then other people were like, "No, he's gonna be probably be the bust of this draft." And looking at these numbers, it's not looking promising. This was a very, very bad performance in Summer League so far. So for that, I'm gonna have to give this one the first L of the video. This is a massive L. I need to see you do better, Brandon. Next is Keyonte George, the 16th pick to the Jazz. And I don't need to say much. Y'all saw that last game. That man is a dog. A 33-point double double with 10 assists, shooting 50% from the field. That is excellent. That means you weren't forcing any shots and you were distributing it when it needed to be swung. And I love that. He got a lot of easy basket in transition. Running in transition will always get you the rewards. So this upcoming season, we're definitely going to see him get a lot of minutes on the Jazz, and I think this was a steal. A 16th pick putting up this type of production is something you really don't expect. Again, I don't watch college ball, so let me know if I'm missing something. But this was a big surprise to me. I loved everything I see about his game. He's very fluid. He can shoot, score inside, score outside. So this summer league performance is getting a W for me. And up next, we have Jordan Hood Shafino. He's the 17th pick by the Lakers. And I gotta preface, I am a Lakers fan, so sorry if I'm biased, but I do not like this pick. What the Lakers need right now is shooting, some spacing, and some dynamic scoring from their guard position. And this guy is a chucker. He's shooting 38% from the field so far, 16% from three, and it's just not what we need. It hasn't been the worst showing, but it hasn't really been a great showing either, especially when you think about the guys who were picked after him. So, like I said, he's a very inefficient scorer. He's shooting about 16% from three. He's taken about 12 shots so far. And we've seen previous games, he went for 15 points, but it took him 19 shots. He's gone for 9 points, but it's taken him 11 shots. It's very inefficient, and he's only 60% from the line as a guard. So to me, it seems like he's not really NBA ready. He needs to definitely work on that shot, and I just can't see him taking any minutes from any of these guys in the lineup shooting like this. So I'm definitely going to give this one overall an L. But the Lakers are known for their great development and the way they find talent. So hopefully he will pan out in the regular season. But for right now, this one's going to be an L. If you like talking hoops and you want to keep having these great discussions about the NBA, be sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment. I reply to pretty much everybody. And I just love to talk ball. So thank you so much for making it this far into the video. I really appreciate you.